The City of Fond du Lac says it has finalized contracts with 3 humane officer organizations. These organizations will continue providing animal control services to the city in 2024. Critter Junction, Lucky Dog, and Sandy Paws provide services such as taking custody of strays and abandoned dogs and cats and attempting to reunite pets with their owners. A 4th organization, the Fond du Lac Humane Society, has asked to have a contract with the city. There is no word from officials if they will finalize a contract with the Fond du Lac Humane Society. Well, a new